Hello everyone, my name is Paul Stamayoi and we're back for Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 303 Banette. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It's a personal thing, so I'm just gonna say it. So pretty much, I'm gonna talk about how I used to name everything that I didn't think had a name yet, like Rain or Shadow or those names backwards. And just like I just said, pretty much, mainly I remember there's um, this one cat that used to come around the house I'm living in currently. Uh, I think it was just that one mainly. Yeah, I remember it was I think it was a black cat. If I remember, I'm pretty sure. And it was such a cute one. The only one he would really trust was me, which is pretty adorable, and I felt pretty special because of that. But I used to just always name that one Shadow, and I know I called myself Shadow back then, but it was just that one cat, and I was like, you know what? I think the name Shadow really does fit because it's all black and everything, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, it's been, I don't know if that cat moved on or anything like that, or is dead. I don't know, but it's been years since I even seen any trace of it. But anyway, yeah. So and there's this thing I used to do with that cat as well. I used to just get this. It used to like the sound of crunching, like crumbling of a leaf, like back in, yeah, I guess it was back in the fall, the fall season, where there was a lots of crunchy leaves. Like I didn't eat them. I'm just saying like they're all like crunchy and stiff, and then you can like crumple them in your hand. It's like how most of the leaves are when they like got on the ground and all dead. Usually how they are, because they lose all the softness because they're not connected to a main energy source like the branches or vines or tree. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about that is every time when I would want, uh, when either I would just want the cat to come near me, because I wouldn't pet them. I would just have them, like rub up against my leg or something like that when they felt like it. Because you got to be careful about those wild cats because you never know if they have like rabies or anything like that. So if you just pet them without them being fine with it, or if you don't for sure know that they'll be fine with it, then they can easily just bite or scratch you just because they're startled, and then that can like cause you to get rabies or an infection. So you got to be careful with that stuff as well. But yeah, it's usually with just most cats as well, unless they come up to you and they really look like they want you to pet them. Then you can go for the pet. Once they're like super close to you and already trying to get your attention by like rubbing up against you and stuff. But yeah, with this one with Shadow, I was like I was using like the leaf crunching technique to like have I think it was a him or her. I never checked because it's a wild cat, so I don't want to just be checking for that. I feel like it would definitely just not trust me anymore. Because honestly, that sounds pretty perverted, but it was good intentions. I just wanted to know because whenever if I call for him or her, but it's a wild cat, so you really shouldn't be checking for those kind of things if you're not gonna like own the cat. But anyway, because I always enjoy that because for this house you can't have pets, like permanent pets in here, so it's like even if I had the money, we wouldn't be allowed to have a pet just going around. I mean, you could have like one in a cage or something like that, as long as they stay in the cage, but couldn't have them just always normally just running around and stuff, because then it's just one of the rules. But anyway, yeah, so I was always excited when those few ones would be just out of nowhere, just come from the wild or something like that, and just hang out. It was really awesome. But yeah. So anyway, not only that, but now I'm remembering. Back when I was in foster care, there was actually I was actually given the chance to have my own fish as well. But since I wasn't given the specific details to absolutely make sure to take care of the fish. I mean, I like fed it once a day and all that, but I didn't know you had to clean the bowl. Like, I didn't know that you needed to do that. But now that I'm older and all that, and I think about it, of course it makes sense because you can't just it's just like with humans. You can't just be breathing dirty air. It won't happen because you'll die. It's just as simple as that. Um, but anyway, yeah, it's just disappointed. I was really disappointed because I was like, one time I was like, why did my fish just die? I took such good care of it. But it was sad because I'm sure my foster mother did knew that I had to do these certain things, but she didn't tell me. I guess she just assumed that I already knew or something like that. But she just acted like she had no idea. Maybe she didn't, because I don't know. Even if you're like um, an adult and all that, you may not know certain things, just how life is. But yeah, I used to call that one. I don't think I called that one Rain. Maybe I did. It was a cute little fish. It was like, imagine the Pokemon Lumineon, and imagine that like being the size of a normal small fish, but except it was like a violet purple color. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I did call that one uh, Shadow, or maybe I called it Violet. I'm sure I called it like Shadow or Rain, because like I said, I'm not very creative when it comes to those kind of names. So I just go ahead and just name it whatever. Just like Shadow or Rain, or those names backwards. Usually the only times where I would name something backwards of Shadow or Rain would just be like mainly in the video games, like specifically Digimon World Championship. I would call one of my Digimon Niar, which is Rain backwards, and then I think I named one of them like Shadow backwards, but I feel like I had just only three, so I pretty much named one Shadow, Rain, Shadow, one named Rain, and one named Niar. But I'm sure I've named him other crazy stuff too. But yeah, so I was like pretty much always like that back then. But now I want to be more creative, just do my best, and yeah, so yeah, it's pretty much like my history of just stuff I used to name back then that I didn't think had a name, or it was just better to have like a nickname for. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that topic. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about more about Pokemon Soul Silver. So when I left off, I was talking about how hard the battle was, the tag battle against Claire and Lance, with you teaming up with your rival. So your rival only uses 3 of his Pokemon. I think he starts out, yeah, with his starter, then he goes for his Crobat, then he goes for his Gengar. That's all he has. And once those are dead, it's just you alone. You only get to use 1 Pokemon, which is so stupid, because if you have 2 spaces, you should be able to throw out another Pokemon as well to fight, but whatever. I was retarded. But, yeah, you can't do that, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, I was able to thankfully have Salt help me out a bunch to take down, mainly it was Lance's Pokemon, and he, with the help of his Crobat's Air Cutter, which hit both of Claire and Lance's Pokemon, it was helpful as well, because Crobat's fast, he was able to outspeed a lot of Lance's stuff. But yeah, it was crazy because I started out with my Typhlosion. Like I said, I went into that battle just expecting that it wouldn't be that hard. Thought it was going to be easy peasy, but no, like I said, I was completely wrong. And like I said, if I wouldn't have trained how the way I train, I feel like, I don't know if you're supposed to be meant to lose that battle. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like you're supposed to most likely lose that battle, and then it would continue whether you win or lost. But I'm glad I won anyways. But geez, it was like the most challenging thing I've ever had to face so far yet in that save file. And by the way, I didn't mention it, but yeah, I made it past what I did the last time I played Pokemon Soul Silver, not Soul Silver, Pokemon Heart Gold, the ROM. And because I remember crashing and glitching out in Mount Moon after I like explored it for a good amount and defeated Salt and all that. But yeah, so I'm just happy that I finally got past that. It feels good to get past that part now. I'm feeling very comfortable. I already did before, but now I feel extra comfortable about the game. So, I'm going to explain more about the battle, because I know I just said I beat and all that, but I want to explain the details. It was pretty crazy. I'm going to break it down. So pretty much like I said, I started off with Typhlosion, then had my my rival. He had his Salt had his for alligator because I chose Typhlosion, so he chose for alligator. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty much they started off, Claire and Lance. Lance started off with a level 68 Gyarados, and I was like, wow, that's the newest highest level. I was like really surprised. I was like, holy crap, that's a big jump from what I last faced. And then Claire had like, I think Claire was always, it seems like all of her Pokemon was like at least 10 levels under Lance's, which I mean it would make sense because Lance is, it seems like he's stronger than Claire usually. But anyway, yeah. Then Claire had like a level 48. No, I think a level 58. Or maybe no, I think it was like level 56 Dragonair she started out with. So anyway, those two weren't that bad, but like I said, the Gyarados is tanky, so it was like living a lot more than I thought it would. And it was just annoying because they both had Thunder Wave, which slowed down our Pokemon a lot, and it was like really tough. But yeah, thankfully we were able to take down both of those. And then the next Pokemon they sent out, pretty sure Claire had a Dragonite. I'm pretty sure she did. I think it was level 60 if I recall. And then after the Gyarados, Lance sent out his level 68 Charizard. Yeah, I think it was level 68, the Charizard. So that was crazy. Jeez. But thankfully I was able to get the good old confusion on him. And it's funny because at one point, I actually did just switch out to Crobat because after my Typhlosion died, I was just like, okay, for taking care of this Gyarados and the Dragonair, I think it would be best to just go for good old Crobat. Crobat can take a lot of different things. But anyway, yeah, so pretty much, it was funny because me and Salt both had the Crobat. It was like double Crobat action. It was so funny. And we were like really destroying. He was sticking with his air cutter, and I was going for like Confuse Ray. So it was a pretty good strategy. And then eventually I would go for Air Slash. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. I was able to do quite a lot to the Charizard until my Crobat died, and then I went out to, of course, what I thought would be absolutely smart, was to go out to my Onix because its rock is 4 times effective against Charizard because Charizard's flying fire flying. So yeah, but I didn't one shot. Well, I'm just really surprised because it's almost the same level as the Charizard, which is crazy. But Charizard just a bulky Pokemon, which is crazy. Because I was, like I said, I'm pretty sure my Onix is level 67, and his Charizard was only 1 level higher than mine. And yeah, it's just crazy. But thankfully, Onix was able to handle a good amount because they were just mainly focusing on Salt's Crobat because I guess they thought he was just more of a threat. But little did they know my Onix had some pretty good attacks. But anyway. But yeah, so then I went on and after my Crobat went down and Salt's Crobat, then pretty much Salt only had his Gengar left. And then that was about the time where I took down the Charizard as well, and Claire's Dragonite. And then pretty much the final Pokemon was Lance's level 75 Dragonite, and then Claire's level 56 Kingdra, which was like a big drop, because like I said, she had the level 60 Dragonite, and then like the level 56 Dragonair. Anyway, that was the last one. Well, anticlimactic. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, Paul Stamayoi, and goodbye.